Thank you all for a really cool and really awesome 2023. 2023 feels like the first year where I actually did YouTube properly. And that doesn't mean that I'm monetized or that we hit like enough subscribers for that to happen. That's still one of my goals. Rather, it feels like the first time that I ever actually fully properly committed myself to get videos out on a regular to semi-regular basis around my actual day-to-day life, and kind of succeeded. And you guys have been incredible. Looking back through some of the videos that I put out this year, and the response to them and the feedback I had on them was incredible. From the Valheim video absolutely exploding earlier on in the year, which I still think is my highest viewed video, which was absolutely mind-boggling. I've never had a video go that high before, ever. My Cyberpunk video did really well. My more recent videos as well, multiplayer games, being done with them, that did really well. My Deep Rock Galactic video, that did really, really well too. And the feedback and the comments were just absolutely wonderful. Like, I'm truly grateful. Like, I'm really, really grateful. It was so nice to have videos where people were having conversations. I don't really care so much about the numbers. Like, a video, to me, a video that gets 50 views is still like a huge success in my eyes. Like, that's still huge numbers to me, which is why when the Valheim video did like over 2,000, something like that, I don't know the number off the top of my head. It just blew my mind. Like, I could never see a video doing that well on my channel. I just didn't think, and that just completely blew me away. But I love the comments more than anything. That's my favourite part about doing this, is when people start discussing and we have conversations around video games, because that is my passion. I love video games to absolute pieces. I will always love video games to absolute pieces, whether that be reviewing them for the good reasons and why they're incredible, or whether that be reviewing them for not so good reasons, giving valid criticisms and trying to help in the little ways that I can shape the industry to be a little bit better. Like, I'm just a 23-year-old still living with his parents, working a full-time job at a call centre, trying to do YouTube on the side as a hobby, because video games are my hobby, and I love talking about them, and I love looking at them, and I love speaking about them and analysing them and giving my opinions on them and why I feel that way about certain video games and how they can be better, and why the industry is the way it is, and how it can be better and how it can be improved and what the issues are. I remember as a kid I used to love the idea of going into the video game industry. Oh, I want to be a game designer, I want to do this, I want to do that. Now, not so much. Now that I'm older, I kind of understand that you need to know certain things, you need to learn certain things, and I studied graphic design. The most I might get lucky with would maybe be like the design stuff, like designing game covers or something, or maybe the marketing if I was lucky, but I've still never hit a graphic design gig since I finished uni. So, but now it's more of I kind of enjoy the outsidey perspective, because I can still speak and enjoy my passion for video games like I did as a child, but being on the outside of the industry rather than in it means I have a lot more freedom to kind of maneuver. I can kind of speak a bit more freely. I don't have to worry about losing my job over an opinion, for example, or being afraid that, if I was a video game reporter, for example, someone who worked at, IGN, for example. I'm not saying that anything would happen, but like, if I did, I don't have to worry that I have to have a certain opinion because I've been told to or something. I do what I want to do. I have the opinions that I have, and there is no one else influencing those opinions. My opinion is my own. It always will be. My decisions will always be my own and always be final. If I tell you I like a game, it's because I genuinely do like and enjoy it. If I tell you I dislike a game, it would always be because I generally don't like it, and then I would proceed to give you the valid criticisms as to why that is. But this video isn't about me. This video is about you guys. I'm incredibly grateful for the absolute outpouring of support and love that you guys have given me this year. I never, 12-year-old me right now would be absolutely just over the moon. I started this channel back when I was really young. I've tried to do this YouTube thing on and off 6-7 times now. You know, making videos on one topic, deleting them all a year later when I decide I'm not interested anymore. Doing the same thing on and off constantly. Tried to get into doing montages, that didn't work. Tried to get into doing gameplay videos, that didn't work because I was a kid. I didn't have the money to buy the newest game out and do a walkthrough on it like some YouTubers do. I didn't have that kind of cash. I tried to do the funny stuff like other YouTubers, that didn't work because I'm just not naturally funny. And I realised that I kind of just enjoy talking about games rather than playing them for someone. I like to play games for myself, but I could talk about them to people after I had played them. And that was when I kind of hit the running, the kind of spark of this is what I like, this is what I want to do on YouTube. I want to play the game for myself in my time and enjoy it for me and not for anyone else. And then I want to go off later on and gather my thoughts on it and my opinions and make a video about this game and why it is good, bad, in the middle, whatever. And being on top of that, being an achievement hunter on top of that, then just adds that extra kind of layer of I 100% a lot of my games, which means I get a really, really good rounded perspective of what I'm dealing with. Now, obviously, every single one of my, not every one of my videos is me talking about a game that I've 100%ed, otherwise I'd never ever get content out. But I kind of know the gist. You know, I wouldn't give you a review on a game I'd never played at all, unless it was like really incredible and it was something industry breaking and it was doing all these incredible things that I felt I had to speak about it. But I'm just incredibly grateful, guys. You know, you've really, really touched my heart this year. You really have. I don't have words. I genuinely just don't have words. I never thought I'd be making one of these kind of videos where I could look back at the year and say, like, you know, I did something this year. I actually did okay this year. And like I said, it was nice to finally have a year where I actually kind of committed myself properly to YouTube. Like, I know a video every 2 weeks isn't regular compared to some YouTubers who do this for a job and have a video up like every day or every week. And I used to work part-time at a fast food restaurant, and now I work full-time at a call centre, which has been way better for me. It's been way better money-wise, it's been way better hour-wise, it's been way better for my mental health as well. Everyone I work with is absolutely wonderful, but obviously now I have less time to do this YouTube thing because I'm working normal hours like a normal person. So I just wanted to kind of look back on the year, really, and I think we've done really well. Even videos that some people might say like, oh, I'd only got like 100 views, that's nothing. That to me is good enough. That to me is still incredible. You know, I'm still like mind boggled that my videos even get 100 views. So I just wanted to say thank you for 2023. And in regards to 2024, there are a couple of things I want to try and do. So I'm still going to stick with the 2-week videos every upload is every 2 weeks. So 2 videos a month. That doesn't sound like a lot in the grand scheme of a year, because it's not. It's 2 videos. It's 24 videos in a year. It's not a lot. But it's realistic for me to set that standard. If I set it any harder than that, I know I won't be able to hit it because I just will not have the time. I will overestimate how much time I have, and then I will beat myself up over the fact that I'm not hitting my target. So a video every 2 weeks remains the standard. I'm not changing that for the time being because it is realistic and I know I can do it. Uploading the videos at about 5ish UK time, that'll probably remain the same as well. 5 o'clock is about roughly when a lot of people finish their shift or their day in a normal day job. That means the video is up before they get home, which is fine. Just gives it time to chill on YouTube. People get home, they chill, it's already there. And if people don't work, or there are kids or teenagers that watch my videos that don't work, then it's already there at 5 o'clock and they can just watch it whenever. So I try to kind of pick a middle balance, not too late, not too early, somewhere kind of in the middle. So that won't change either. The first upload in the new year, 2024, will be on the 14th of January. That's only because it makes it easier for me. This video will go up on something like New Year's Eve or just before New Year's Eve, something like that, just to kind of end the year off. And then the first upload for the new year will hopefully be on the 14th of January at 5. to kind of kickstart the 2 week thing, so 14, and then 2 weeks after that, and then 2 weeks after that, so on and so forth. Now, other things I want to do, I want to start covering more than just specific games. I want to start covering stuff that's going on in the gaming industry as well. I kind of started doing that towards the end of this year with the multiplayer games video and the modern gaming video, but I'd like to do more of that. It kind of lets me broaden my content a bit. It makes it so that I don't have to knuckle myself down to specific games every single time I want to make a video. I want to make some more personal videos as well on like my favourite games in certain franchises, like for Halo for example, what my favourite Halo game is and then why that is. Things like that. I really want to do more of that because again, that makes it easier for me because it's a bit more of a personal video. It makes it a little bit easier. I don't have to stress about it because I can just talk about something that I really like. Because I already like video games, but obviously if I'm talking about my favourite games, it makes it even easier for me to just kind of go with it and just talk about it and then go back later and edit out the pointless bits. Speaking of editing, in the new year, I would like to do a bit more editing. If you hadn't noticed, my videos are quite basic cuts here and there, basic fades, little bit of music over the background, and that's usually about it. Now, it's because when I'm gathering the footage, I kind of forget to get specifics, so if I'm talking about like an upgrade system in a game, I'll forget about that when I'm gathering the footage, and then when I'm actually making the video, I'll kind of click and go, uh-oh, I forgot to get footage, I blanked to get footage of what I'm talking about in this section, and I won't go back and get it because the video's already practically done. I just kind of say, this'll do. I'm not setting the bar too high for editing because I'm still really newbie when it comes to Premiere Pro. I literally know the basics and nothing else, and I really don't know. I don't have the time to teach myself. But I'd like to try a little bit. I'd like to kind of try a little bit. Obviously, the editing's not going to be insane on my videos. They're game reviews. They're topical videos about the gaming industry. These aren't montages, so I'm not going to be adding like over-the-top text and explosions and blah blah blah. But if I start bringing up stuff like statistics, or if I bring up a certain element of a video game that I'm talking about, I'd like to kind of have those elements on the screen just to make it a bit easier for you guys to follow along with what I'm saying, rather than just not doing that at all, basically, if that makes sense. So that's another thing I would like to do, is kind of get a bit more into the editing side of things as well. Thumbnails I'm quite happy with. I kind of like my thumbnails. I know they're not insane, they're kind of basic, but they get the job done. They're not too complicated to make, they're quite quick to produce, and that makes it good for me because I can just rapidly, make them, put them on the video, and get the important stuff done, like the title, description, tags, stuff like that, the more important things, and make sure everything's uploading okay and properly, basically. But I don't think there's anything else. I would like to be a little bit more active on the discussion tab on my channel. I would like to use that a little bit more, just to get you guys a bit more involved in what content comes on, and ideas from you guys and stuff like that. I've used it a little bit this year, but I don't use it very often. I think I've used it about 3 times. I'd like to use that a little bit more. I also need to go on my channel. I just need to redo my socials, which ones I'm using, which ones I'm not. I'd like to be a bit more active on my Instagram, not so much in posts because I only post what video I'm uploading on that day, but I'd like to be a bit more active on my Instagram stories and asking you guys stuff and getting you guys a little bit involved over there. And I think I can't remember if I need to update my YouTube banner and stuff, but maybe I do. My Twitch one needs updating because it's still Rainbow Six Siege related, and I stopped doing Siege content about 3 years ago. But I think that's everything. If you guys can think of anything that I could improve on the channel, please tell me. I'm always open to feedback. Please tell me if you have any things that you think I could do better or any ideas. I will absolutely take them on board. But other than that, I'm just, once again, thank you all for an incredible 2023. I'm incredibly grateful for the outpouring of love and support that you've given my channel. I look forward to having some of you as recurring visitors to watch my videos. It's really nice to speak to you guys and to have discussions about video games. Also, a massive thank you because we actually hit 300 subs recently, and I never thought that would happen either. So I'm incredibly grateful for that as well. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas or a Happy Christmas, and I hope you all have a wonderful New Year, and I hope 2024 is your year. Absolutely, go and own it because you deserve it. And without further ado, I'm going to head off, I'm going to go edit this video, and then I'm going to go and play some video games with my friends. Much love, thank you all for a great year, and I will see you in 2024.